Okay, so this part of the dashboard is where you'll always want to come to when you first log into the system. So once you receive the email with your username and password, you'll log right into your dashboard and it'll bring you to this page here, which you'll be able to see like all the opportunities, which is clients that may have expressed interest in your services or they filled out one of your forms and things like that. And then you also have like your pipeline value, which I'll go further in detail in within a few minutes. But basically, any type of service that you offer, whether it's dispatching or brokering, or if you sell courses or products, you can add a value to each of those items. And let's say someone inquired about a product that you offer, it'll pop up here and say what those inquiries were and how much they'll be worth. So if you had an item that cost $30 and you had two people inquire about it, but they didn't buy anything, but they're just expressing interest, it'll show here that your pipeline value is $60 for those two people. And that's if it was marked for today. And then your conversion rate is the people that maybe express interest in your services or products, and they actually converted from leads to an actual client. So of course, the conversion rate, we want it to always be at a good number, 100% if possible. Not every customer or client is going to convert into a client or a paying customer, but at least you know if you are selling something or offering some sort of service and they are becoming clients from leads, then of course that's great as well. And then you got your manual actions here if you wanted to give yourself some tasks, or if you have like a virtual assistant or team members and you wanted to reach out to them or update them, you can assign tasks to yourself and they'll all show. Every time you assign a task to someone or yourself, it'll show here, and then you can just open that up and then see what's pending and start checking them off as you complete each of the projects or tasks or whatever it is you need to do. And then you also have like your phone system and your SMS text messages. So if you and I have communicated through like texting and things like that, or if you inquired about the system and the software, more than likely I was communicating with you through this platform, and I'm able to send you text messages, call you, and things like that directly from within here. And then again, so now you have also the task over here that'll pop up here as well.
Okay.
So you might see some sort of alerts and things like that that pop up on your dashboard as well when you log in. Depending on what the pop-up says, you can either ignore it or click it and see where it takes you. So for instance, this is telling you to get a phone number to start texting and calling. So if you did want to start messaging clients or taking phone calls and things like that within the system, you would just hit resolve and it'll take you to the platform where you would get that stuff activated. Then we have here this Yext notification. So Yext is pretty much a system that allows you to send your information of your company to over 70 plus portals that's online. So you got your Google My Businesses, you got your what is the other thing? It's so much like Yahoo Business, and I'll show it to you, but it's just so many different systems and platforms where you'll blast your business information to these companies, and it'll give them updated information about your company. So your website, your phone number, all you have to do is update it in Yext one time, and it'll automatically update to all those systems. And this is honestly how I get a ton of different leads that come into my system based off of this blast. And then also it's now you got another notification here asking you to activate WordPress. WordPress is included within the membership as well, depending on which one you opt into, but you can set up your website hosting here also. So when you log in for the first time, I always recommend going over to the Launchpad, because here is where it's going to give you the steps to basically activating the entire system. So once you have all of these things set up, then everything else is pretty much self-explanatory, or you can set it up however you choose to. So yes, with every membership, you do get access to your own mobile app. And again, as I mentioned, if we communicated, chances are I was communicating with you either directly from the system, or I was communicating with you through the mobile app as far as details go. So if I was on the go, then yes, I was communicating through the mobile app. So make sure you always get the mobile app installed, and whether you have an Apple iPhone or an Android, you can download the app. And once you click it, so if you're a first time user, it will tell you pretty much like how to go through it and set it up through your phone, and it'll send you a link, and then you just set it up from there, and you'll get automatic access to your own app, and you can start communicating with your clients and team members and things like that directly from there. Then you got your Google My Business section, where of course all of our companies want to be visible online. So the Google My Business feature does allow you to do that. So you can just go ahead and click connect, and then you put in your company's information, and now your company is on the Google platform. You got your Facebook section, where you can go ahead and link your business Facebook page or your personal Facebook page. However you communicate with clients and customers through Facebook, you are able to generate leads directly from there as well. And then you also have like your website chat. So if you already have a website, you can get a code that you can kind of integrate with your current website. And so every time a customer or potential client reaches out to you via your website, it'll automatically create them a lead form, or add them as a lead within your system. And you'll see that pop up under your contacts or in your opportunity section. But if you don't have a website, the system does offer website capabilities. So you can go ahead and create a website directly from within the system, and then go ahead and connect it there. And again, every time someone reaches out or they have a question and they contact you through the web chat widget, then you'll also get that notification that they reached out. Stripe is, of course, it's a payment integration. So if you are going to be accepting payments directly from different clients, then of course you want to get that set up. Like, let's say you needed to invoice someone, you can invoice brokers, shippers, carrier clients, or partnerships or affiliates. If you wanted to invoice them or accept payments, setting up Stripe is definitely critical, because you want to be able to receive your money. And then we also have that Yext feature that I mentioned about. It does give your business the visibility. So once you go ahead and set up Yext, it automatically sends your company and your business information over to over 70 plus portals, and it boosts your SEO instantly. And I already mentioned the WordPress. So if you did want to set up a website for your company, you definitely can do that directly from within here by clicking that, and it does integrate directly with your portal. And then here you have your team members. So if you have people working for you, or if you have like VAs or someone that'll be handling like the operation side of your business, then you can go ahead and get them added in as well. And they'll be able to have as much access as you want them to, or as limited access as you want them to have. And so I'm going to skip over the dashboard and just go directly to the Conversations tab. And so in the Conversation tab, as I mentioned, if you were to like receive information, or if someone was to text you once you set up that text message capability, then all that information will pop up here. So if someone reached out to you, let's say they did the chat widget, or they sent you a text message because you already have the number set up, or if they sent you an email, it's all going to pop up over here with their name, information, whatever details that they input on the system, that'll pop up here, and it'll also show whatever message that they're saying or what they're saying, and you can reply back to them directly from within the system without ever having to leave. All right. And so you can set up message templates. So if you wanted to do automatic responses based off of, let's say, like a word. So if you do advertise on like social media, or if you want to communicate via text and you're building your email list. So if you decided to say, hey, text me the word carrier if you want to become a carrier for my company, or let's say you decided to do like a lease on owner operator program and you wanted to have people inquire and you said text me leased on if you're interested in leasing on your trucks to my company. What you can set up the trigger to where as though, or this template to where as though when you receive that text message, it automatically sends them a message back with whatever information you want them to have. And then here you got your calendar. So if you was to go into your calendar settings, you can go ahead and set up specific calendars for yourself, your team, or just the company overall. So if you wanted people to book maybe one-on-one appointments with you, or you needed them to schedule a call just to ask you questions, or if you ran like different courses, or if you did classes that you maybe that you teach maybe, then you can set up your calendar here to fit that schedule, and then you can it'll automatically create you a link. You can send that link to whoever you want it to have, or you can implement it into your website via the system. And if they wanted to go directly on the site and book, they can go ahead and book that appointment. You can also set like your different preferences of your calendar. You can set your availability, and then you can also connect it to Stripe so that, like, let's say if you did offer some sort of class or course, you can go ahead and accept payments directly from the calendar. And you can also add it to like Gmail and things like that. So phone numbers, this is where I was mentioning, so you can go ahead and have a direct business phone line from within the system. So you don't have to have like Grasshopper or Ring Central or Dialpad or any of those systems anymore, because you can text or have a business phone number from within the system directly. This is one of my favorite features. So every time one of my carriers are done booking a load, or they're finishing up a load that I may have booked for them, or if it's a shipper that I've done a load with on the brokerage side, or if it's someone that maybe have taken one of my dispatch courses or programs, I can send them a link and ask them to send me a review, and that review will post directly on my Google profile. And so it does look similar to this. And so as you can see here, you see your company name and things like that. And this is just a sample, but it'll definitely say like your company name here. It'll say your name, the owner of the company. It'll have your logo, the name of your company down here, and whatever information you want them to have. So if you do have a business phone number, then that'll be added here. It'll also say powered by the name of your company. And you can see that on the tablet view. You got the mobile view and the laptop view. You can see how it looks for all of those. And then you can also customize some of the settings and features here as well. All right, and then I'm just going to go back here. So this is pretty much self-explanatory as well. So every time you get someone that's going to inquire about your services and things like that, they're automatically going to be created some sort of contact. And so this will fill up very easily, especially if you activate that Yext feature. You're going to have people that's going to be inquiring about your services. I have seen clients get shipper connections directly from Yext because they're a transportation company. So if they activate that Yext feature and a shipper is looking for a carrier in their area, that shipper can automatically reply to whatever search engine they found you on and reach out to you from there, and they'll automatically become a contact in your contacts list. Your opportunities and your pipeline is where your automations really start to happen. So once you set up like your automations and workflows, you can have it to where as though, let's say you got a client that wants to inquire about shipping services, or they want you to do a load for them, or it's a carrier that wants dispatch service, that you can have them complete like an inquiry form. And then once they complete that inquiry form, they're going to pop up, let's say right here as a lead. And then you have your email automatically send them a message that says, hey, thank you for inquiring about our services. We'd like to get further information from you. Can you send in this type of information, which is X, Y, and Z? And then once they send that information in here, you can have the system automatically take them from a lead to now an actual client. And then with that client, now you can have the next workflow say, now that they're a client, I want to go ahead and give them a call. And you can assign that person or that particular client to, let's say, one of your team members, and have them receive an alert to where as though they can reach out directly to that person. And now it's going to create them into the pipeline where it'll show like their value. So if one shipping company may be valued at, let's say, $50,000 or something like that, and I'm just throwing out a number, but whatever it is, like whatever services you offer, you're going to create them a value, and that'll all pop up right within here. And then you got your payment. So as I mentioned, you can create invoices directly from within the system. So no more Square, no more, QuickBooks. You can integrate QuickBooks within the system, which is perfect, but you don't have to have it, because you can do that. You can invoice directly from within here, especially if you're a dispatcher and you're invoicing carriers or affiliates and things like that. If you have products that you're selling, you can add that here. And then you also got your subscription. So if you are running a subscription or membership-based company, you can go ahead and add those like from the products tab under. It will be a section that says memberships, I believe. And then once you add that in, you can create it to be a recurring payment. And so once they sign up, they'll pop up here with how much it is every month recurring. So you can create your coupons, your text settings, and then you got your integrations here. So you got PayPal, Stripe. We did just add authorized.net. Authorized.net as well, so that can be integrated also. One of my favorite features, especially if you're running a trucking company and or some sort of logistics company, and you want to create a social media presence, you can set up your social media planner to where so it can link with Facebook, Instagram, Google My Business, LinkedIn, Twitter, and TikTok. You can run ads from all of these platforms as well, but you also can do posting, and you can schedule out your posts to fit your schedule or the days you want them to go out. Let's say you don't want to sit on social media, you just want to send out your posts. You can do that directly from within here without ever logging into social media. Same with emails. You can send out email campaigns. We do have some pre-filled templates that you can go ahead and create. And then you also got, let's see here, if you wanted to create your own templates, you can do that as well. And so my favorite is the affiliate manager, because if you are going to have people referring you or referring clients to you, you can set that up as well, and they can get paid for sending people your way for whatever services it is that you offer. And I did touch on like automations and things like that, like how that workflow can go. But just to kind of reiterate it again, you got your workflows in here. So if you wanted a client to fill out a form to get in contact with you, or if they wanted to inquire about your services, you can set up a workflow that automatically sends them a text message or an email or some sort of information about your services with a link or something. You can definitely set that up under automations. And then here you got your website. So I think I did mention that we offer funnels from within the system. So if you wanted to set up a funnel for your company, you definitely can do that. And the great thing is we also have some pre-built funnels for any industry. So yes, this template is geared towards the transportation and logistics industry, but let's just say you own a marketing company, or you own a product-based company where you're selling things, or you own a travel company. We have templates for literally every industry. And you can just click one of those and customize it to fit your business. And that's what I love about our system. Same thing with websites. If you wanted to create a website, we do have templates for that as well. Or you can just start fresh and customize your own. If you wanted to set up WordPress, you have that. You got your blogs. And then this is what I meant by the memberships. So if you did want to offer courses and you wanted people to pay monthly to have access to your course, you can set that up here. Your form builder, so again, those intake forms or those questionnaires, or if you're recruiting drivers and you want to have them fill out an application, you can create that directly from within the form section. You got your surveys, your chat widget that you can customize. You can change this picture for the widget that's going to be on your website. You can add pre-filled pictures in here if you want to, especially if you have a team and they're going to be doing like your promotions and things like that. You can already have the pictures or flyers that you create and add them here. And then that way, all they got to do is just click whichever one for whatever post and just go ahead and connect it. We already went through the reputation. So this is, again, that same where you send out that request for a review, and that information pops up here so you can see like what your average ratings are, what your trends are, and things like that. You'll be able to see all of that information in here. So without overwhelming you with all the information, you can definitely just pretty much get an idea of the platform and what it has to offer. I would highly recommend going through it yourself, playing around, taking a look at it, see what could benefit you and what you could use for your company. What needs do you have for your company, and start with those. And then if you have further questions, don't hesitate to reach out to myself or my team at adminsupport@destinywaylogistics.com, and we can go ahead and answer any questions you have or hop on a one-on-one call to help you set up some of the features. So if you are going to be purchasing like the premium plan, we do have a setup fee that's included with it, but we'll get your entire platform set up for you and customize it to your business. And that's, making sure everything is running smoothly, all of your automations are in place, and tailor it to fit your company. All right, so I'm just going to go ahead and stop here. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out.